Hey guys, welcome to the Licks You Should Know series. This week we're exploring the legendary blues artist B.B. King and his song The Thrill Is Gone. Though B.B. King didn't write the original song, it was written and recorded by Roy Hawkins in 1951. King's version featuring his amazing guitar licks and vocals made it famous. The original song is great, but B.B. King transformed it into what it is today. B.B. was known for using Lucille, so if you have a semi-hollow guitar, it should work well on this one. Otherwise, any guitar with humbuckers will also work. So let's get into the lick. Alright guys, now let's see how you can play the lick and what scales we're going to use for this one. The song is on the key of B minor and we're going to use two of the boxes of pentatonic scale. In the PDF you can download in the link in the description. This is going to be the box number 2 and box number 3, but we're going to play everything on the B. So essentially we're going to use this box on the pentatonic scale. And then we're going to use the next box of the pentatonic scale. And essentially we're going to combine these two boxes, and really important, and I think B.B. King is doing that a lot, is he's bending a lot with the index finger as well as the third finger. So this is a really good opportunity for you to practice bending with the index finger. So how you can start is by playing the root note, which is going to be on the B string, the 12th fret, with your third finger, and then applying a vibrato on this one. And after that you play the 7th fret on the high E string, which is going to be exactly the same note, but it has a different sound to it, texture I guess, because it's on a different string. So if you listen to this one compared to this one, there's a slight difference between these two notes, but they're still the same exact frequency, the same exact note, but in different places in the neck. B.B. King is doing that, and he's starting with the ring finger on the 12th, and then coming back to the 7th to play the next lick, which the next lick is going something like that. Let's break it down. It might be a bit complex and might seem a bit too much, but let me break it down and see how easy it is to play. So how you play that is starting on the 7th fret on the E string, then playing the 10th fret on the E, then going back to the 7th and then 10th on the bass string. There's the little detail I want to mention is that on the 10th fret on the E string, he doesn't play it like that. He adds a little bend, not even a quarter note, it's slightly less than that, just to create that tension. Can you hear the difference between this one and this one? There is a slight tension into that resolves really well on the root note that he's going next. And then after that we're playing full bend on the 9th fret on the G string, and without coming down from the 9th fret we're playing twice the 7th fret on the G, then 9th again, 9 on the D, 7th on the G, and then 3 times the 9th on the D. Let me play just this lick one more time. One more time. And then what you want to do is play the 7th on the G and then bend on the 9th. And then with a small bar on the 7th fret, play the B and E. Let's put the whole thing together from the beginning. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now let's take a closer look at the second part of that lick, or solo, and essentially what you want to do is move everything to the second position that we talked about, essentially this one, which B.B. King is known for using that box, and that's why it has the name of the B.B. box. Probably you've heard that before. And essentially the lick goes like that. Let's figure out what is happening there. If you're not familiar with bending with your index finger, that might take some practice to do, and essentially you want to do a full step with your index finger, and essentially you want to bend the 10th fret on the high E to reach the E note or the 12th fret, and essentially what you want to do is full step on that 10th fret, then play the 10th fret while bending that a quarter note, then land on the 12th fret on the B string, and then the next lick goes like that. What's happening there is you start the lick from the 12th fret on the B with the 3rd finger, and then you're bending the first note half step, then you play while you keep the bend with the next finger. So you don't really do anything on the bend, you just keep it like that, and then once you reach the 12th fret, then you already half step right there, so you need to just do another half step to reach the full step. Essentially you want to have that sound. And then you play back the 10th fret with a full bend. So let's put the whole thing together, the second part of it, from the beginning, just to see what we have so far. The next and last lick, it goes something like that. That's pretty easy. All you want to do is you play the 12th fret on the B, 10th fret on the high E twice, on the 12th on the E, back to the 10, and then land on the B again. And then you can play around with that lick. It doesn't have to be a specific thing that you do there. What I like to do is I like to bend the 12th fret and then finish on that root note, and essentially that's your target note that you want to play everything around that. Alright everybody, now that you learned the lick, let's see how you can apply it creatively. For this lesson we're staying in the blues, but we're keeping the same licks and changing a few things at a time. So the idea now is not necessarily to change the concept as we do in this series, and I'm showing you how you can use the same licks in different contexts, which you can definitely do that, and you can definitely take these licks and apply them into anything you want. But essentially what I want to show you is how you can take the same backing track, a similar backing track for that matter, and then use these licks as an inspiration. So I'm gonna play something similar that will sound almost the same, but it's not gonna be that specific lick. This concept you can apply to all of the licks we've learned so far, and then take beats from that and then mix and match and try to find a unique sound out of this lick. So let me give you an example. I'm gonna play the backing track and show you what I can come up with just using these licks. hope you get an idea, and I hope you understand what I was doing there. I used the same licks that we've learned today, and I just twisted them a little bit, try to find a unique way to play them, and try to avoid playing exactly the same lick, but at the same time trying to use bits of that lick to inspire my improvisation, I guess. This was the lick for this week's Licks You Should Know. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and you got something out of it. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future videos or lessons. Also, if you're stuck in your guitar journey, I highly recommend getting a copy of my free roadmap that you can find in the description of this video. Make sure to stick around to jam on the backing track I've made for you and put into practice what we've learned today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.